introduce myself. I'm a girl of style and grace.
It's from the ghetto.
I've been around for many years.
Here now, kiss my teeth. Here's how I'm gonna make you feel a little bit better. When I say rice, you say I'm pea. Brian, come along, sing along with me.
I was round when Julius Caesar felt what it feels to be betrayed. Left as the
I've seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Right? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Know why?
Fucking nigga, tell him he's...
You've already guessed my name.
For 400 years, that word has kept us down.
What the fuck? Get on your feet!
Corey Holcomb and Godfrey recently ended up talking about the same internet drama from two completely different angles, and the contrast between their reactions says a lot about where comedy culture is right now. The whole situation started when Jake Paul went on Theo Von's podcast and began talking about comedian Druski.
I mean, this shit is crazy. When she starts doing that, oh my God.
What are your thoughts?
I thought, it's so bizarre. It's one of his more bizarre videos. I mean, it's hilarious, dude. She's in this space. I wish it had gone a little more into like the stuff with the husband and what could have happened, but I don't think black people like mess with people's families and shit that much. They don't go into that kind of area very much.
When the political world started chiming in, including criticism from J.D. Vance over a skit that allegedly mocked conservative figure Erica Kirk, Druski responded the way comedians usually do, by threatening to turn the whole situation into another joke. He basically said anyone complaining could end up becoming the next character in one of his sketches. To comedians, that response made perfect sense. In comedy, the best response to criticism is usually another punchline. But once the Jake Paul darker makeup comment started circulating, comedians began weighing in. On the In Godfrey We Trust podcast, Godfrey and his co-host Dante Nero didn't treat the situation as some shocking moral scandal. They approached it as comedians analyzing a bad comedic strategy. Godfrey's main point was simple. Jake Paul is stepping into a fight he probably doesn't understand.
Jake Paul said he was on Theo Von's thing.
Theo Von loves to have a bigot on his podcast.
Yeah, and Theo Von, because Theo Von got that mullet where he's right there.
Right there, bro.
Let me tell you, so
he got the
about
IQ
a
of a cabbage.
Bro, gonna never be able to catch the benefit.
But he also went on Joe Rogan's podcast. Was like, I didn't think Trump would do this and blah blah blah. I'm so mad at these people.
And DL, do you see what DL said?
I saw DL's post. Yeah.
You think you fucking laughing and shit? People dying.
Yep.
Fuck all that shit.
Yep.
Yo, DL is not.
And he tagged all of them.
Drewski's not a dark dude, so blackface would just be some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you get his skin complexion right, he's a fair skinned guy.
Yeah.
Fucking do Drewski. But the fact that he never mentioned who he was imitating, and you all go, Erica, that lets you know.
Yeah.
Just like that.
But also, what's so crazy is that everyone's like, what if I do blackface? Nigga, you're a garbage man. What are you talking about? Like not even that. You're a garbage man. You're not a comedian. All these people are like, I'm gonna do blackface. Yeah, but that's not your profession. Your profession isn't
not
entertainment.
Only that, but they've been doing blackface forever.
Well, yeah, because
it's like,
of
we
course.
don't give a nigga. This is what you do.
Yeah,
you disrespect black people all the time.
But also,
it's always
girl, Erica's like, it's making me look like racist, baby.
Yeah, you are.
You are racist.
Yeah.
You being racist is making you look racist. Drewski didn't do shit.
You see the picture with the two girls with the Druski face?
Wait,
Nigga, they did Pablo, get the picture with Charlie Kirk, Erica, Druski, and then two little Druski.
To him, the concept itself was ridiculous. Instead of arguing purely from outrage, Godfrey approached it from a technical standpoint. He pointed out that historically, blackface involved exaggerated caricatures, the old minstrel-style cork black makeup that turned black people into cartoon characters.
Theo Vaughn's like, well, you got to make sure you get someone like a Charles Barkley or somebody black to approve of it, which is kind of fucked up. To approve of it, like approve a blackface. So go get a black person that's down with degrading black people. No, here's what you do. This is my advice. If you're going to imitate Druski, get his skin complexion right. It's not blackface if you get the skin complexion right. Do you understand? Like even with Robert Downey in Tropic Thunder, he actually got the skin complexion of a black man, but it wasn't like, hello, my darling, hello, like Al Jolson did. And, you had Al Jolson, Judy Garland, a lot of back in the early days of Hollywood, they used just plain cork black. Even black people wore blackface. It was black. It wasn't even a skin tone. You feel me? So if you're going to imitate people, get their skin tone properly. Druski is not a dark-skinned dude.
From his perspective, the bigger problem wasn't just offense. It was that the joke itself sounded sloppy. The conversation on Godfrey's podcast also drifted into broader topics. At one point, they started talking about people who align themselves with cultural groups in ways that don't match their own backgrounds.
Now they got that one Indian chick, Priya Patel.
Oh, yeah.
Who's yapping. You know who I'm talking about? She's half Indian.
Yeah.
And she's like talking about immigrants coming in. And Piers Morgan looks like a saint sometimes.
Oh, yeah, with her.
He's like, so he's like, well, all these immigrants invading. He said, but your father came from India, and did he invade England?
No, she's like, my father is from England.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. But what's your father? He goes, no. What's your father? Well, he's like, a hopeful Indian. So your father invaded England then? And she's like, oh, and you know what I noticed about the MAGA? They blink a lot. Yeah. And she's talking shit. She's half Indian. You could see it. And she tries to hang out with all these. I was like, this is some sick shit.
Yeah.
Priya Patel, bitch.
Yeah.
Priya Patel.
Look at Cash Patel.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's a shame.
Can you explain this to us?
I know he can't, but go ahead.
Oh, here it is. Anyway. What's this?
Here we go.
Not all cultures are equal, and we shouldn't be importing the third world. So, what did you mean by the third world?
I mean, I think that's pretty evident. There are a large majority of countries that are still considered third world. They are not.
Well, which
they're not
ones?
privy to any of the.
Which ones would you say are third world?
I mean, you could take into account a lot of countries in Africa, in the Middle East, in Asia.
Well, give me some
there are
names
plenty
of countries
to come from this list.
Give me some names.
You could probably take in Uganda. Uganda, for example, would actually probably be considered a third world country
for you.
I would believe so, yes.
Where else do you think is a third world country?
It's a setup.
There are parts of countries like Bangladesh and a great many others, but that's somewhat aside from the point.
India as a third world country?
Godfrey and Dante argued that some public figures seem eager to position themselves as close to white cultural power structures, even when their own families come from immigrant or minority backgrounds.
That whole being closer to whiteness type shit.
No, she wanted to be white, bro.
How old is she? She looks
like,
young.
I mean,
well, she looks like 25.
She probably hates her dad for naming her Priya Patel.
Yeah, she probably hurts her dad for being Indian.
She should be Jennifer.
Let me ask, do you think she went to the slapping contest?
She probably did.
She goes to the slap.
That's why she hates
I like slapping.
She got slapped so hard, she was like, I hate.
Yeah, I think she probably, you already know her life. She gonna get away and make sure them kids get.
Some people are.
Oh yeah, her Instagram is all. She's trying to be white.
Yeah. No, I mean, like really lean on to that.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, look at her page. She's trying hard. MAGA cupcakes.
Oh no.
But if Godfrey's take felt like a comedian analyzing a messy joke, Corey Holcomb's response came from a completely different energy. Holcomb addressed the situation on his own show in the way only Corey Holcomb can, blunt, aggressive, and almost confrontational. Instead of advising caution, Holcomb basically dared Jake Paul to go through with it.
This cat, Jake Paul, I don't know if he's done it already. He's throwing it out there like, I'm going to do what Druski did and I'm going to do blackface. And I'm like, why are you acting like, do it? When people who have been a part of the destruction of other races of people want to see if it's cool to do blackface, egg them on to do it. Because see, I've always been one where I'm like, let's jump it off. Let's jump it off. Let's go on here. Let me tell you something. Monsters love the darkness. I'm a monster. And when I say monster, you could look at that as a bad way, because, you know, if somebody don't like you, they could turn that into something bad.
Right.
But I'm a monster, homie. I've been out there in the streets walking with the monsters, the people who can strong arm rob somebody and go hoop.
Holcomb also shifted the conversation toward Jake Paul's personal life. He accused Paul of worrying more about mocking other people than being honest about his own lifestyle.
I'm a monster, man. I ain't scared of the dog. So if y'all want to do blackface Jake Paul, do blackface. Do it. Come on, do it. Predator, come on, kill me. I'm here. Do it. Do it, boy. But let's not just only do blackface. I heard you live with your boyfriend. Why you don't put that out there? Huh? Why you don't put that out there? You so worried about doing a blackface and checking the temperature on that. Why don't you show how you living? Or if that's not true, then let us know it ain't true. Because that's out there too. Y'all want to show everybody else's lifestyle, but show who you are. A lot of people scared to show who they are. That's one of my biggest strengths. I ain't got no shame with who I am, even though there's a lot of lies out there about who I am, but I can't do nothing about that. It's the internet.
Where Godfrey tried to analyze the mechanics of the joke, Holcomb went straight for the jugular. Despite their different styles, both comedians actually agreed on a few things. First, neither of them believes Jake Paul can win a comedic battle with Druski. Paul might be famous, but Druski is built for that type of back and forth. Sketch comedy, roasting, and internet trolling are literally Druski's lane. Godfrey saw the makeup conversation as a misunderstanding of comedy culture. Holcomb saw it as a calculated attempt to test boundaries without fully committing. Godfrey believes comedy works best when it's smart. If you're going to push boundaries, you still need precision. Details matter. Context matters. Otherwise, the joke just looks lazy. Holcomb, on the other hand, believes controversy should be met head-on. And that contrast might be the most interesting part of the whole situation. Because underneath the internet outrage and podcast drama, this story isn't really about blackface or Jake Paul or even Druski. It's about how comedians approach risk. Some comics see risk as something to handle carefully with sharp writing and clear intent. Others see risk as a confrontation you walk straight into and deal with afterward. Jake Paul, intentionally or not, stepped into that world.